What's up, guys? It's the Realist Fat Manor YouTube channel here, and I'm back with another video. And today I'm going to be talking about what I think of sports. Now, as a guy who plays basketball or football, I think sports are fun to play. You know, am I good at football? Not really. Am I good at basketball? Not really. It will sometimes take me up to like 10 minutes just to fucking put the ball inside the hoop. And it will take me ages just to fucking score a decent goal, right? I'm not good at all. I'm pretty shit, if anything, right? I'm pretty shit, if anything. I don't play sports because I'm good at it. I play sports because I enjoy it, right? I play by myself, by the way, because I just can't deal with people, right? Feel free to link what sport you guys It does taste like shit. I've just tried some Prime energy drink, Prime Energy, because I've heard it's quite nice. So I've tried Tropical Punch and it tastes like shit. At this point, I'm only having it for the caffeine because I didn't get enough sleep last night. Shock. But yeah, like just in general, like sports in general is a fun thing for me to play. Now there are sports that I don't like cricket, like rounders, which it's just basically just cricket in my opinion. I think baseball's lame. I think American football's lame. Rugby's okay. It's the World Cup maybe, but I don't really play rugby. I mean, look how skinny I am. Look how skinny I am. Do I look like I can fucking play as a rugby player? You know. I suppose you want to count weightlifting. I have done that before. Obviously, haven't done that in years, as you can tell, because I don't lift weights now, obviously. Um, but yeah, that's kind of what I wanted to talk about today in general is just sports and how it's gone from being something that that was something where everyone got together and played and there was sportsmanship, like and now it's all just about who can make the most amount of money. You see people like you see all these ex-retired fighters, like I think it was Mike Anderson or Paul Anderson, or his name is that Brazilian jiu-jitsu fighter who was really good in the MMA, fighting Jake Paul, making lots of money from it. I mean, fair enough. Floyd Mayweather fighting Deji, Jake Paul fighting Mike Tyson soon, if I'm not mistaken, and then Logan Paul fighting Floyd Mayweather as well, and then Tommy Fury fighting KSI. And it's like all these fighters are like all these professional fighters are fighting these YouTubers or people that were at least somewhat YouTubers and have only really just started to become fighters. So they're pretty much amateurs, pretty much. And yet somehow these people are fighting professionals for like millions of pounds just to make money. And it's not very good for the sport as a whole because a lot of people are kind of getting done with boxing now. I feel like most people that are involving themselves in MMA and boxing now are kind of just doing it just to make money, or they're getting more fans because it's just a bunch of teenagers or little kids that want to see their influencer fight someone good. And like to me, I don't know, but I just feel like that's not what should MMA and boxing should be about. I suppose if it draws more people to the sport, and at the same time, it draws more people to the sport, and I suppose it gets more kids and teenagers getting outdoors, I suppose, and doing boxing or martial arts and stuff. I suppose that's a good thing, but I do feel like sports because of it have been ruined. Like I feel like for once was catered towards the true sports lovers of a certain sport. I feel like it's been catered towards just people that just to get as many views as possible now. And we see that with football. You know, look at the Saudi Pro League. You know, the Saudi Pro League was irrelevant 2 years ago, but yet look at it now. It's getting all. It's got Koulibaly, Messi. No, not Messi. Ronaldo, Neymar, Douglas Costa, if I'm not mistaken. He's now playing in the Arabian League, Saudi Pro League, if I'm not mistaken. Saint Maximin, even though he's not, he was never really that good for Newcastle, to be honest. Laporte for Man City, won the title of Man City not too long ago. Benjamin Mendy, who was the goalkeeper who won the Champions League with us, or Chelsea. If you wonder what team I support, football team I support Chelsea, by the way. I know. Feel free to take the piss out of me in the comments and say Cole Palmer's the only fucking good player you have, because it's fucking true. I mean, I think Conor Gallagher's alright, to be honest, but fucking Cole Palmer is just something else, bro. The guy has literally saved us from relegation this year. Like, probably the first player to like resemble Eden Hazard or Lampard or any like midfielder that just gets lots of goal contributions in like years. Since 2019, I would say, when Hazard left to go to Real Madrid. But yeah, it's just, I feel like with football, and like, don't get me wrong, like that's good. I suppose that the league's getting recognition, but when you look at the wages that these players are earning, they're earning a lot of money. You know, they're earning like sometimes £1 million per week, and I'm just like, why do you need that much? Was it a million? Yeah, £1 million per week, or $1 million or euros, whatever, per week. And I'm like, why do you need that much? And what's the need for that amount of money? You know what I mean? Like, what is the actual need for that money? I just don't get it. Like, why do you need that much money just to, do you know what I mean? Just to, I don't know, but do it basic kicking a bag of air around the field. When they're literal doctors and nurses, I know doctors are corrupt in my opinion in most cases now. You know, I don't know, firemen, nurses, plumbers who do way more for society, and yet somehow they don't get paid the same. That's just how fucked in our society is. You know, sports pretty much sums up society. Like, only the people that are the most entertaining, the most prettiest, the most athletic, that are born in the best families are actually the ones that get gifted the most. But yet the people that are good-hearted people, the people that work hard, the people that are honest and open-minded, they don't get anywhere. This is why it's like it's pointless trying to be work hard anyway, because you ain't gonna get far anyway. It's like, unless you're doing it purely for yourself, what's the fucking point? You know, deep down I'm a lazy person. I don't really give a shit about a lot, to be honest, anymore. You know, I just don't. I mean, who knows? I might find something that I enjoy to the point where it gets me up in the morning. I mean, I'm only going out later because I need to withdraw some cash. But other than that, I don't want to go out today, but I've got to, because I've got to, you know, withdraw some cash and my bank card declined. So I've got to find a way to, you know, get enough money to buy food and stuff. But yeah, and like we're just with the Saudi Pro League, you know how much, you know, these players get played, and like how much, like in the Premier League, for example, where Man City win the Premier League every single year, and they just continue winning it and winning it and winning it and winning it, and yet they buy tons of players. They have 115 charges against them from the financial fair play rules. So they've broken the financial fair play rules 115 times, and yet still nothing. No points deduction, no titles lost, nothing. And they continue winning it, and they're probably going to win it this year. Yes, Arsenal and Liverpool are gonna give them a good run for their money, but I still think Man City will win. They always do. Fucking sucks, man. I'm so tired of Man City winning everything. So fucking boring. Like, honestly, it's so boring. That was a fake yawn, by the way. Although I am kind of tired, to be honest. But It just sucks. It literally, it literally just sucks. You know, like how football, boxing, MMA, basketball, I suppose, have all just turned about. It's just all just been about money. So whoever gets the most sponsorships, who gets sponsored more, it gets shown more. You know, the fact that these people get paid millions, and yet, you know what I mean? And yet there are people who are working harder than they are, at least mentally anyway, and going through worse as shit, mentally at least. And yet are coming out the end of it a lot worse. You know, that's just how fucked our whole society and system is. You know, I like sports. Don't get me wrong, I do, but I don't like the way these people get paid. These athletes get paid so much for pretty much just kicking a ball around the field or pretty much just punching each other in the ring for like minutes on end. Now, don't get me wrong, being in front of thousands of people is no joke. You know what I mean? Going into the octagon or the ring and fighting each other is no joke. I'm sure it isn't. It takes a lot of balls, but and a lot of courage. But at the same time, compare that to what nurses have to deal with. Compare that to what plumbers have to deal with and stuff like that. They have so many health safety hazards. They have to see people get hurt right in front of them. Think about all the people in Ukraine right now. Think about all the people in Gaza right now who are getting shot dead. That isn't going to be a nice thing to see, and it's going to traumatize you, because you can't really get too traumatized from playing sports, and why no. But, but yeah, that's my thought on sports. The fact that Man City win the league every year because they buy the most amount of players, and a lot of the trophies they've won, they've bought. Chelsea kind of did the same thing, to be honest. But we didn't do it as badly as Man City did. Again, a lot of all the boxing fights that are getting the most amount of views, it's all just fucking annoying YouTubers and influencers that aren't even that good at the sport, but yet because they're famous, the fans want to see it, so they get more views. And actual boxing fights aren't even worth seeing anymore, because it just, you know what I mean? It's just not the same anymore. Everything's become about how many tickets you can sell, how many fans you can sell out, how instead of actually producing a good boxing match or producing a good football match. But yeah, and it's all just about how much money these clubs and the sport and the industry can make now. It was always like this, obviously, because it's a business, but it's become a lot more like that now, to the point where a lot of the true football fans, a lot of the true boxing fans, I feel like are just kind of done, aren't enjoying the sports as they did. But at the end of the day, sports is just a cope. It is just a cope. I mean, as Nirvana said, as Kurt Cobain said, in the end, none of us die virgins, because we all get fucked in the end, before we die. And it's like, it's so true. So it don't matter anyway, but at the same time, it's quite annoying, knowing the fact Man City are going to win another title, knowing the fact that the next big fight is going to be fucking Jake Paul versus fucking Frank Bruno. That will never happen. I'm surprised the Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson's happened. But yeah, feel free to put in the comments what your feel free to put in the comments what your favorite boxer of all time was. Um, Feel free to say which football team you support. Who do you think who's going to win the Premier League this season? Do you think it's going to be Man City, Liverpool, Arsenal? And yeah, leave a like, subscribe if you want to follow for more content, and yeah, and peace, and have a good day.